Tonight on Law and Crime Now, an Iowa college student gone without a trace. The last person to see her alive, now speaking out.
She jogged down the street, up the hill, and there was just nothing of it until I heard somebody was missing.
The reason why 20-year-old Molly Tibbetts' father believes she's still alive.
We just need people to think.
The football player accused of murdering his cheerleader ex-girlfriend. But was it murder or something else?
She was shaking. She didn't know what to think of.
Today, the defense admits Riley Gall pulled the trigger, but they call it another sick attempt to get attention.
And Emma had strong feelings for Riley. And your opinion is Riley had strong feelings for Emma.
Plus, the 20-year-old woman who claims she killed her boyfriend to give him the nose job he always wanted, seen dancing in her police interview. Now, Shayna Hubers gets hitched behind bars just as her new trial begins.
This is no stunt. We actually genuinely love each other.
Was it self-defense or cold-blooded murder? We're live in Kentucky with the latest.
How many times did you shoot?
I know now that it was 6 times.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Abrams and this is Law and Crime Now. Tonight, a Kentucky graduate student admits to killing her on-again, off-again boyfriend, a successful young attorney. She was convicted, but now getting a second chance at freedom. What's certain? Shayna Hubers unloaded 6 shots into Ryan Poston. She claims she had no choice, that he was going to kill her. Prosecutors say that's all a lie. She was actually jealous of his new love interest and obsessed. Just hours ago, jurors heard a bizarre interview tape during this second trial. What she said does not help her case.
And he was hands on the table, and he wasn't completely standing up. He was like this. He was sitting. He was enough that when he was like this, literally. That's when I knew he was dead, or close to it, and twitching. And that's it. I couldn't. I love him. I still, even though it hurt, I still, enough of me loves it that I couldn't stand and watch him twitch.
And that's not all. This is what happened when investigators left the interrogation room. Yes, after singing, you can see a few seconds later she starts dancing. There you see her kicking her legs in the air. That is not helpful to her case. Let me bring in my panel. Rachel Stockman, the editor-in-chief of Law and Crime Network, and Jesse Weber, attorney and anchor for Law and Crime Network. All right, Rachel, how does she try to deal with this tape?
Listen, I'm the first to admit this is very, very damaging to her. However, the defense can easily argue that, listen, she went through a horrible situation and that how can you predict how someone is going to react?
And the horrible situation being that she just put 6 bullets into
what she claims to be self-defense, Dan.
Yeah.
Does she really think it's that horrible? She seems, when you watch that video, happy and proud of herself that she was finally able to do it. She can't have it both ways. Does she want to say she was in an awful relationship and was finally able to get out and defend herself? Or is she the love-struck person
Jesse,
who...
you can't say that just because behavior you wouldn't do means that somehow she's guilty.
But then,
and besides that, to me, it looks like she's nervous.
Rachel, I would agree with you most times that we can't judge a person after a crime has been committed, after a shooting's been committed. But then why why was she saying talking to her friend in text message exchanges right before the shooting about how much she hated him and how she wanted him to die?
Well, and that leads me to the question of, does this tape and information like that make it more or less likely she's going to testify in her own defense?
Well, I think she has to take the stand here because her claim is this was self-defense, that she was scared for her life, that this man was attacking her, and all she could do was pull the trigger. And she's going to have to explain that video and why she acted like that.
And she's going to have to explain the text messages, and she's going to have to explain why she put 4 additional shots into him after she already thought that he was dead. She's got a lot of explaining to do here, Jesse.
Her defense attorneys might say, don't take the stand, but I think she wants to take the stand. She says herself, I was a girl back then, I'm a woman now. She just provides jailhouse interviews where she's explaining her life. I think she wants to get up there and explain the new details of her child abuse, as well as the sexual weird relationship she had with Ryan.
But that does not mean that her attorneys will let her take the stand, even if she wants to. All right, thank you. In a Tennessee courtroom today, a high school football player facing murder charges for killing his cheerleader girlfriend. Today, her brother recounted the horrifying shooting.
Her lips were blue and I mean, there's something on the pillow next to her.
Coming up, the defendant says this was all a tragic mistake. Plus, the desperate search for Iowa college student Molly Tibbetts, who disappeared during a jog. Her father, standing by in studio, will tell us why he is convinced she's still alive. All that and more coming up on Law and Crime Now.